next, we're gonna go from the North Pole to Rome, and this is the sequel, Gladiator II, directed and produced by Ridley Scott. This film is the sequel to the 2000 film that Russell Crowe did his thing, man. Gladiator, the first Gladiator was great with Russell Crowe.
Fantastic.
It was. Now, this latest version stars Paul Mescal, Pedro Pascal. It features Connie Nielsen, who is back, and Denzel Washington, who we've been talking about sort of off and on. Um, so yeah, I will lead off with this one since that's why I had Charles do Red One because I wanted to make sure I had some Gladiator Two time. Gladiator Two. I love the setup of what Ridley Scott is doing. And, he introduces us to this character who is sort of at the beginning of the film, sort of like second in command of this fighting force on the other side. They're not even in Italy. They're somewhere over at some unexplained place, Charles. I don't remember in watching the film. But they get defeated in battle by the Romans and are taken in as slaves. And Denzel Washington plays a character by the name of God. I want to make sure because we got to remember his name because Denzel Washington is all his thumbprints are all in this film.
Is it
Macronus.
Macronus? Macronus?
Macronus. Macronus is a
Mhm.
guy who has a plan to get close to the new empress, these twin brother emperors, and he buys gladiators. He loves the sport, and he discovers in I mean not Paul Pascal, and Paul Mescal's character Lucius that he has a gladiator who can get to Rome and get the attention of the Roman people, right? And pretty much the film is about us understanding who this Lucius character really is and also Denzel Washington, who is chewing up scenery like it's a good meal, like he's eating a burger in front of us, like the whole movie, man. Denzel Washington is absolutely, Charles, without going too deep into detail. He's the reason to go see this movie. This is Denzel Washington. I almost felt like I was watching Training Day in Rome. That's that's kind of what I equated Gladiator 2 to. I thought for the most part I remember the famous line in the original, Charles, "Are you entertained?" Yeah, not as much as the first time around. This one's okay. I think it's a notch below the first film, but I think Denzel Washington's performance, which is one that we generally don't see him playing against type, thought he was really good. The only other time I could see him playing this character, you heard me say it earlier, was Training Day. Denzel is usually a noble guy in most of these films, and as he's nearing his age of retirement, he's like, "Hey man, what the heck? Let's just go for it." So that's what I thought about Gladiator 2. What about